Time now for us to talk about current odds around the league for the teams to win the Stanley Cup. Chances Are is presented by Betway, and take a look at the current odds to win the Cup. And Colorado Avalanche are the favorite. You can see Penguins and the Lightning a little bit down the rung there, but the Avalanche didn't do anything to hurt their chances with that impressive blowout winning Game 1, Steve.
Yeah, wasn't that impressive? And even the Blues went over Minnesota. Now they're at plus 1,600. That's
value.
That's value. But you know who I bet? Well, who I would bet, and I actually talked about this team about a month before the season ended, and that was the Carolina Hurricanes. And since that time, Freddie Anderson's gone down with an injury. It looks like he should be back within the next week or so. But I just like this team. I like the way they're built. I really like the guy behind the bench who's really orchestrating what this team does on the ice. And we're talking about Rod the Bod Brindamore.
Yeah.
He's got them forechecking like fiends. He's got them playing great offense. Vinny Trocheck has been a real nice pickup there. They've got it all, really. One thing maybe they lack is a little bit of size, but they've got size on that third line. Stahl and Niederreiter are big guys. I think Max Domi being added at the trade deadline, even though he's not an overly tall guy, he plays a pretty big game.
He can play heavy.
He can play heavy, yeah. And he was very good in that first game against Boston, too. So, yeah, give me the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm not going to bail on them.
All right, Mike, what do you think of when you look at those numbers? Who stands out to you?
St. Louis, in terms of those numbers, I mean, plus, what, 1,600? That's pretty good, the way that team's been buzzing around since the trade deadline or so, and looking pretty good in the first game. I still think Calgary is the team to beat. I don't know, not a lot of people agree with me on that, I don't think. And Colorado, look, who's to say that anybody's going to be able to knock them off the way they're playing? But I think Calgary might be the most complete team in the league. I love the way they play offense, defense, and goal. I'm a big believer that this Calgary Flames team might do something special in these playoffs. So that's until proven otherwise. And man, did they lock it down against Dallas in the first game. I'm going to go with Calgary.
You know, Mike, not that anyone has an easy path. I mean, it's hard to get through 4 rounds and get 16 wins. But for the Calgary Flames, if they can make quick work of Dallas and then get a winner of a really nasty Kings-Oilers series, you know, that might be a nice path. So maybe you're onto something there.
That's got to be part of it, right? If you're trying to forecast who's going to get the farthest, you have to consider it. And think about Colorado, which is the big favorite, at least in the West. They're getting St. Louis or Minnesota. That's not easy. And then you go, you know, Florida's the other big favorite. Well, they're down a game already, let alone if they have to go through a Tampa or Toronto. So, yeah, that's a good point you bring up, EJ. When you look at the path, nothing's easy. We're not saying that. But Calgary's favorable.
Yes. The path is important, and we'll see if they can follow that path all the way to the Cup final. We come back, we're going to be getting you ready for all the series that are going on around the National Hockey League. Playoff time, the best time of year. Stay with us.
Chances Are is presented by Betway, an official sports betting partner of the NHL.